Oh, he's been bald. And he just gets his little hairdo. Now, it's looking. Oops, his hair's coming off. Whoops, Daisy. Poor Shaun. Obviously, that wouldn't have happened if I'd have managed to spend the time to actually find somewhere to lock him up.
Let's just see him complete.
There you go.
You hold off on the sheet if you're putting out some sheet.
Ta-da! There he is.
Can you
There he is.
just pick him up and put him down so we've got it cut there.
Yep. His hair to stay down. It's ridiculous. There he goes.
I mean, most of the armatures of the sheep are simply wire, but any human characters and Bitzer as well have got these sort of ball and socket joints.
And why do you have armatures at all?
Well, the armature is basically the thing. It's the skeleton of the puppet, and it's what the animator is actually moving during the animation process. So we tension these joints, and that allows the puppet to bend and hold its pose. And you imagine if it's just plasticine, it would be too heavy to support itself. So we have these sort of rigid skeletons inside that you're able to pose.
Just like people?
Yeah, just like people.
It's really authentic.
Yeah, with these shots we just did replacement heads. So when the egg fell on the head, we took the head off and put this head on for the last shot. So
this is the same sheep at different stages.
same
of that
sheep,
egg.
but with a different head. So as the egg comes down, we just replace the head.
Didn't have to get these to match up. Do they actually join up?
No, it'll jump from a
It doesn't
from
need
a
to.
whole one to it's
To crack.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Ted.
Sorry.
Okay, the milk comes in through these pipes, and the cartons come down this chute, and they come out of this hole, and then they get pulled along this roller conveyor belt, and there's lots of pressure gauges and dials to turn it all on and off. And we've got like the power supply, which will come in here.
There's some flashing lights as well. The lights.
From the control panel, you'll have the on and off button, which will light up. So.
Excellent.
Yeah, one of the things actually that Land Rover were asking for was a paint swab so they could match the colour, but the base colour of this is an incredibly bright blue, but it's had a number of dirty washes put over the top of it, so it's just about impossible to match. I was trying to think, if I was asked to produce a high finish cellulose paint on an actual size Land Rover, it'd be almost impossible to recreate this, because this is all done in sort of Roscoe washes and things that are built up, and it's been retouched and bits more put on it. So it would be quite difficult to.
Are they going to do a sort of dirty version?
Yeah, I mean they want all the detail that's in this.
Yeah.
They want it as similar as possible. I don't know how they're going to do the dents. I mean, the dents are quite subtle on it, but again, they will be. I mean, things like the bonnet and stuff. I mean, these are carved into. I mean, this is solid MDF, whereas the bonnet is vac foam plastic, the same as this. So I just needed to heat a wee spoon and push it into it to get a dent. And same but it is, like I say, incredibly primitive. But what you don't see in here is there's magnets hidden in the ends of the doors, so that when they shut,
So they stay shut.
they register. And so if the animator needs to open the door to move the puppet, when they close it, it should always go back to exactly the same place. There's a little bit of play in it, but that's because, I mean, this is 12 months on. This was one of the first things we made on the start of the series, and it has been battered. Yeah, the headlights. That was, again, I turned up some formers and then with clear vac foam plastic, just melted it over the top. And it's just aluminium wire on the outside. It was all done really quite scratch and garage and, roughly built. But It is solid.
Little bow.
Let's just see him. Da, da, da.
Okay, so if you
And
make
then-
him go up and down and move that again.
All it is. All the trick.
And all that is, there's built into Shaun and all the other puppets, dotted at various useful points around the body, there's rigging points. So in this case, there's one here on Shaun. He also has one under his arms, each side, and front and back. And that connects him to a ball and socket joint here, which gets the rocking movements.
Put him in whatever,
So there's your rig.
whatever you want.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Okay. It's doing a little bit too much. I'm trying to get his mouth opening slowly, but because his chin's so close to his collar, it's proving to be quite difficult. I might have to sculpt away at the bottom.
This is kind of how much we're about halfway through this episode, so we've still got some storyboard drawings. But some of the shots are cut in and we've done them already. So this is Shaun, he kind of bounces along a telegraph wire, gets stuck in a bucket, and just keeps on sleepwalking away, and they're just kind of left stranded there. And we're going to have some rain come down.
You can put that on after.
Yeah, that's going to be post effects. So they're stuck up there.
And they're just left.
Yeah, they're left there. So we go to the morning, and Shaun's left in an empty barn, and
With the bucket on his head.
with a bucket on his head, doesn't know what's happened. And we got this lovely last shot of the farmer waking up, and then he kind of hears something, and they're all still up there, still stranded.
Some asleep.
Yeah, bags under their eyes.
That's lovely.
So